Okay, so this is just after heavy spraying yesterday, where I spotted 23 guys. So we have that sheet cloud effect. So from horizon to horizon, there's a little, it's a little splotchy, like you can see the different depths. Sometimes you get that. Right? There's some areas that are more thick than others, but that'll come in and it'll just be thicker and more even everywhere. So where it's not as thick, right, that's where a bit of the sun is trying to fight through, if we want to phrase it that way. And then, right, today was just supposed to be, what do they say? Partly cloudy or mostly cloudy? I don't know. It always changes to worse. It's as bad as they say in terms of like being a rainy day or a cloudy day. You know, no sun. It's always as bad or usually worse. And so, so at least like one, you know how they have their little degrees. Somewhat sunny, mainly sunny, purely sunny. Like it always goes the other way. Sometimes it's even, but it's never better. I can tell you that. However, what am I getting? I'm getting little drops on me right now. So it was supposed to rain later on, like in the week. You say, oh, well, that whatever that was just is coming through and moving through now. Well, yeah, when they geoengineer it and when they cloud seed it. But also too, there came a point, me watching the weather net, like I would start to see, I would look ahead and I would be like, how do they know it's going to go this, how it's going to go to that? And so I'm like, are they just telling us what's coming? But for a while, their things were just off. But then it's, I don't know, then I kind of noticed like a little switch. It's like when I saw an open day surrounded by all the cloudy days, like in the 7-day forecast or whatever, I would say, oh, okay, they might ease off spraying here and then ramp it up again here. That's exactly what happened. Right. Let's see that. It's a little bit split. Well, the two-tone too as well, because it's we will get the rain. But it's also highlighting how it's like there's some uneven of the sheet cloud. Like there's some areas that are just, my camera can pick it off in that distance, but your eye can see it here on the ground. Some areas are more thick than the others, and that's one of the effects. But this horizon to horizon sheet cloud coverage, but I know you get gloomy skies, whatever, when it's going to rain, but clouds in the shape of gigantic sheets that go from horizon to horizon in a 360-degree coverage. See, there's some little opening, there's like little cracks where it's not as thick, but that'll fill in. Now, like I said, they're probably still spraying, but it's just you can't see them. They've had other days where there's little openings and you can see them coming through that, like enough of an opening to see. But also other days where, like when they fly through that stuff or up over it, like you can't see them at all. Right, so you can see them coming in and out of it. But when it's like a sheet cloud, well, we have no idea. Right? They say like you need full disclosure and you need transparency, and we have no disclosure, we have secrecy, and we have opacity, as in they're being hidden, secretive. Right? And that's one of the red flags that something is going wrong. Like even just in simple audit. Like that's one of the red flags. Anyway, it's just showing you the day after. And that's probably what it's going to be like for a few days, I think is the forecast. Or their statements to say this is how it's going to be. Anyways, thanks. So before I commented in the last series of videos of how when it's the sheet clouds, every now and then when there's an opening you can see them spraying, and you still know they're spraying up there, but it's just you can't, unless there's a decent enough opening, you can't see them. And when it's the really thick 100% horizon to horizon stuff, like you you know, I'm like, well, they're still spraying because I can tell the effects of what it is later that day or the next day and so on and so forth. So here you go. I was driving home and pulled over here because I saw a little opening and I saw a streak, and that's not quite a fader. It's not quite a Spider-Man web shooter, right? So if you didn't have those openings, right? So he's there. There's other guys there. They're still there spraying, even when it's these huge sheet clouds. Who knows when they're taking breaks? Because every now and then there's an opening clear day. At least here. I mean, there's some people, you can check online, right? There's people who just have days and days and days, and there's no sun. When we first got hit with the heavy stuff in December 2019, from December to the end of January, I mean, there was almost 50 straight days of no sun. See, there he goes. So there you go, exactly what I was talking about. There it is. Right, even that, so when it's these thick sheets or really thick coverage, I mean, there's starting to be some openings that way. But look at that direction, right? It's the horizon to horizon stuff. Right, yeah, it's chemtrails. The synthetic cloud seeded stuff. There's a little streak, I can't see through it. I can't see it there. It was there for a while. But I thought, I better pull over. And I got him on film. And then there he is coming out the other way. See, like you can't see him that whole way through those clouds. So when it's the sheet clouds, especially the horizon to horizon 360 degree coverage, like you just can't see them, but they're there spraying, just like this dude. Yeah, and that is a fairly long one. That's more of a Spider-Man web shooter one. That's not the trailers. Although he was breaking up a little bit. Right, they're still spraying hard. Right, but I'm not going to count the numbers I count because you're not going to see them as you normally would if it opens up, just because it's like this. It's so covered. But it was just something I was talking about and commenting on, and there you go. I've seen it before. Now this is just helpful to have it documented. Oh, come on, come into focus. It doesn't really want to focus. And now he's gone. He's past that building. Well, look at this. Right, look how covered. All the way down, right? It's billowing the streaks. Oh, and look at this. Well, it's just one. Boom. Didn't take long. My video's at 4 minutes. And that's just where it's open. I mean, where it's covered. Oh, and look at a dude going that way. Boom, 3. Under 5 minutes, and I've seen 3. Just in this little open spot. See, there you go. There. Now you can just see the end of his trail. See, there he goes. Now he's going to be behind the cloud. Look at that. So 3 guys in these little openings. So see? Exact 100% what I've been saying and talking about. There you go. Now it's really a great example of it. Where was he? Where's he going to come out? focus. He's a little blurry, but there he goes. You can see his little blurry streak. It's just not focusing. This is the bestest camera as I have here. Anyways, there you go. Thanks.